Yeah.
Right. This is gonna be the final episode on Mondays. Like
Alright. Yeah.
like we and the reason for that is because I'm gonna be starting school and I'm not gonna be able to have
Yeah. I know
record.
the reason. I
Yeah, I'm
know
not
the
gonna be able to
reason why.
record. I'm not gonna be able to record on Mondays. So moving into
Alright.
Saturday this week, the 15th.
Alright, man. That's cool.
So I just finished my live stream. I just finished doing my final ever pack opening, and I would say it was a
Yeah.
W for me.
Yeah. I didn't see a pack of things. I need to watch it.
It's on the replay right now. There's like two parts. There's part one, which is just Rocket League, and then part two is Fortnite and my faction. I just did the
Alright.
weekly. I just did the weekly tower, and I also just did my pack. And I can firmly confirm that I'm missing one card for Roman, and it's Chelsea Green, of course.
Oh shit. Damn.
I have all the diamonds and all the amethyst cards now.
The Roman Leaky or whatever you call it.
Yes, the
Okay.
Roman Leaky one. It's not even
I'm
one that I'm.
missing I'm missing one damn card for that too.
Who might that be? What is it, Jacob Fatu?
That's the diamond, right? The diamond one?
Yes, it's a diamond. It's a diamond
Yep,
Jacob Fatu.
that's
Yeah.
the only damn card I'm missing. It's
Well, you know what?
Jacob Plateau.
Well, you know what? A little spoiler from it. I got all three diamonds. I pulled
What?
Braun. I pulled Braun break.
Damn.
I pulled Braun Breaker from the first pack opening I did, which was
Uh-huh.
I think it was Friday, I believe. I believe I did one
Yeah.
on Friday, and then I opened the packs later on today during my stream, and I pulled Nia Jax, and then I pulled Jacob Fott too.
Jeez,
Just
Christ.
when you see my pack opening, you're gonna see how I got both those cards because I say that it was a really
Yeah,
funny, but it was a
yeah,
really
when
good.
I see this shit,
How does this hold on? How does this make sense? Why is Obafemi in this set? Like, why is the Saturday's main event Obafemi? Wasn't he free from season two?
um, I I think so.
He was, right? He was like the tier 40 of the free tier.
Yeah, yeah,
So then why is he in my faction? Like, I get it, he's a higher tier card, but like at this point, does the rarity even matter? Because I still use Ruby
yeah,
Kevin. I still use Ruby Kevin Owens, and I have Pink Diamond Jamal, and I still use Ruby Kevin Owens.
yeah,
I like the Elite Lift persona, but I just don't like the Dirty Dom T-shirt. I don't like that. Like
yeah,
the figure itself, I don't have the figure, but I've seen the figure in like videos, and I like the figure from like I like it, but the T-shirt is what bothers me because like you can't. It's not like that usable if you're gonna use like her for your pig fed or your vid fed. You're not gonna
yeah.
use that live. You're not gonna use that live. I'll probably get it, and then I'll probably just paint the shirt black. I like the gear. I like the white outfit, but that T-shirt's what
Uh-huh.
bothering me.
Yeah.
But now I'm actually done opening packs now. The only packs I'm gonna open is the free packs from the live events or like the World Tour, Weekly Towers. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spend MFP or VC on packs anymore. I'm just gonna wait for the card
Yeah.
market to update
Yeah.
and just purchase it there. Now that the live events have an extension, I can definitely just
Uh,
take my time with it and just spend the VC and MFP that I save up on those cards. Because they're gonna
uh,
be more cheaper. They're gonna get more cheaper.
yeah. But also I want to say this. It's a good thing that we're doing the episode now, because um, if we try to do it a different day, I don't know how long if I could do it because this Thursday I'm gonna be not home.
That's why I'm saying like that's why I'm saying Saturday, because like Saturday's like the middle of the weekend. That's why like Saturday's like a
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I won't be home Thursday or Friday.
That's fine because like I'll be at school those 2 days. So Saturday's the best.
Yeah,
It's probably the better day.
uh, yeah. I'll be in the hospital those 2 days.
Mm. Um, I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah. So on my post is a final boss main event special on December 26th with the Punny Night Wars to get fun in the final boss main event with me. That's still gonna happen on December 26th, but like
Yep.
there's not gonna be more pack openings after today. So
Okay.
I had to get that out the
Gotcha.
way. I did you think that the because the Chad Gable for the Grande Americano is live? Did you think that event was going to be hard to do because it was a handicap tornado tag?
Nah, that shit wasn't that shit wasn't that hard.
Yeah, I figured because they were both sapphires, and I actually found a trick where you should go outside the ring and just hit one of them with the chair, and I got it
Yeah.
done pretty quickly. I got it done pretty quickly, kind of speedball through
Damn.
it.
Yeah, that it honestly was not even that hard.
Remember what Berlin? Those handicap matches you get the Giants, and they were like higher tier.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Those were terrible. I could not get that done no matter how many times I did. I went like 30 plus minutes. I still lost. So then
Damn.
I watched GA Jamie's video, and I saw that and I used it and it helped me out a lot. The only problem with the target is that I had it on auto, which like it automatic targets the closest person. So I turned that off to
Yeah.
click like manual, and that's what helped me out. So
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Like, that I didn't. For spoiler alert, I didn't even really. I didn't even do Berlin. I had Edge plays. Edge beat it for me.
I
His
mean, is
I
it
was
really that
not.
surprise? Is it really? I bet you the 2K Pun probably will have a hard time trying to beat that Berlin match.
Yeah, I was
Like if he
not
was
about to go through that torture. Mm-mm.
like if he was live doing it, we would definitely help him out in the chat. Like we would tell him like, "Hey, THA made a video. You should go check it out," and then he'll watch it, and then
Yeah.
he'll take that knowledge.
Yeah.
I remember too. There was another handicap match that was annoying. I know it was against D'Angelo and Lorenzo, but I don't know what. I think it was in Japan. Yeah, it was in Osaka, Japan, where you get RVD 97. It's that
Yeah.
handicap with Lorenzo and Tony D. That one
Yeah.
was a pain. That was a pain. I don't know how that was a pain because I was using high tier cards, but I still was not like getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
I literally another I guess you could say another Sheamus flex, but live events, I have like almost every live event card in the game. Almost every single one. I barely ever use any of these cards. I barely use any of them. Same with the
Damn,
collector award. Same with the collector awards. I have every single one except for cosmetics. Every superstar except for Roman Reigns.
man.
I don't know how. Like I get them pretty quick. I get these cards pretty quickly, but that's just I barely even grind in like that. I grind the island and I just open packs. I just go for the card market.
Mhm.
That's how I get these packs, and then I get the free packs, and then just benefits. But like, I'm not really gonna use any of these, not much of these personas for my universe mode. I'll probably use for exhibition, but not for my universe. Like, I'm not gonna use Roman Leaky for my universe. Like, why is he? See, if he was Roman Reigns like 12 or Roman Reigns 13, I would consider it because I could be like,
Yeah.
okay, I can make like a classic Roman Reigns in the Shield gear. But because his name is Roman
Uh-huh.
Leaky, I'm not gonna use him because I don't like him. I don't like him being called that. I want him to just call Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what he was in FCW. I believe that's what they were going for.
Yeah, I think that's what it was in the FCW. I
It
think that's what they were doing.
it it is nice though that we are getting models and persona and models that were like exclusive to my faction. Like we got Batista '02, we got Roman Leakey, we got Sami Zayn 13, we got Seth Rollins 13. There's a lot of those personas that are not that were locked to my faction that were not personas. So it's nice to see those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just don't like the fact that like we have like personas from previous games that were already personas that they're already in the that you have to unlock them again.
Yeah. That is ridiculous to me.
Like remember when someone spent $400 for The Rock in 24,
Yeah.
and then like 2K Fun he spent $500 Legends 2. I mean
Dang.
he opened 100 Legends 2 back. He didn't even get half the cards from the set. It's literally in his thumbnail in his video. I've seen it a lot of times, and it just shows that like that this is a scam.
Yeah,
Because like,
like
why would you open like 100 packs? It's like 520 boxes, but you don't get at least half the cards.
yeah, that just shows 2K is just greedy as shit. And they don't give a crap.
I feel like those in 24, they some of the packs were like pretty terrible with odds. Like the odds were terrible in 24.
Yeah,
25 was a slight improvement, but not by much. But I remember with Legends 2 and 25, it was way better. Because
yeah. That
let me
was
just
way
be
better
honest.
than that.
Let me be honest. I don't. Nobody's grinded much my faction besides TA Jamie and myself. Because like
Yeah.
I grinded like I remember in 25, I used to grind like every single day. I would barely get any sleep during the summer times. Especially during the summer times,
Damn.
I'll be up grinding to get my faction points. Because back then we were having we there was a grinding method. There was no cooldown. We can get quick MFP, like quick 500,
Uh-huh.
600 MFP. So I did that and I was able to do a 20 box. And that time, 20 bucks was like 500 plus 40,000 MFP, which was like over 100 plus dollars. And I grinded all, and we had 2 weeks to grind. I remember it was 2 weeks to the next pack. So I went ahead and grinded most of that time and did a damn 20 box, and I got almost every card from the set. I got Macho Man, I got Mr. Perfect, I got all the Amethyst cards in that set. Like
Yeah.
that's just that's how I felt. I felt like I was rewarded properly because I grinded a lot. So it's like 2K awarded me with all these cards because I grinded a lot. And I was barely getting Superstar Series 2 cards in packs. That was the best part. I was barely getting those cards.
Yeah.
Now in 26, they don't really like you don't really get Superstar Series 2 that much, but sometimes you do, and the odds don't seem like it doesn't seem like 2K24 levels of bad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like
Yep.
that level.
We're still waiting for the Matt Hardy persona because I knew that they were not going to give us all three T Extreme persona cards. I knew they probably were not going to do that. They probably just going to do two out of three.
Yeah.
It's kind of dumb, but I guess from a business standpoint, I guess it kind of makes sense. But still, like it's dumb.
Yeah. It makes sense, but at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous.
I feel like they could have given us the Matt Hardy the Matt Hardy '09 when he turned heel on Jeff. They could have given us
Yeah.
that kind of. Maybe they could have given us Mania 25 Matt Hardy. They could have given us that and Jeff Hardy too. They could have given us that Jeff Hardy. So like they could like replay the matches by not having the arena, which honestly you could just download go to configuration, download an arena like that, boom, you just save yourself a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Um
think
so,
that's kind of.
so pretty much so we did hear I did hear about a lucha tournament, the tournament who faces Roman Reigns in Mexico for the world title on Raw.
Oh. Mm,
I feel like that's gonna be but it's gonna be predictable though. You know Roman's gonna retain the title, right? Like
yeah.
it's predictable, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. I think it's gonna be an entertaining tournament, and it's gonna be a fun time to see who faces Roman Reigns in Mexico. Like
Yeah.
I know we know Roman's gonna retain, but at least make it seem like there's some chances that the winner of the tournament, which I'm gonna predict is Penta. So let's just say like Penta versus Roman, for example, like give us some close calls where Penta becomes close to win the title, like Logan Paul. Logan Paul, he had a match with Roman at Crown Jewel, and he was close to win the title a couple times.
Yeah.
Even though we knew Roman was going to retain, but it did not stop us from thinking Logan was going to win. So yeah, it's a who do you got win the tournament? Because I know that Ray Phoenix, Dr. Wagner Jr., Penta, those are the three that I know of. 'Cause I watch AAA sometimes. I know those three are in the tournament, but I don't know like anyone else that's in the tournament.
Yeah. Me neither.
But I'm just gonna go Penta because I think Penta's the more better approach. I would like to
Yeah.
see the Lucha Bros. I like to see the Lucha Bros wrestle in the finals.
I would like to see that. Yeah.
So coming out of SmackDown, um, which was 3 days ago, one of the highlights was Tatum Paxley has debuted on SmackDown. That was the last thing I was expecting, I would say.
Yeah.
I thought she was gonna be like she was gonna have her feud with Nikki Blackheart, which that's her wrestling name before she had her new name. But no, apparently she got taken out and got sent out of NXT. I thought she was
Yeah,
if that was the case, I would have seen her go to Raw to go with Lyra, but I don't mind this team with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte. It's pretty
yeah,
interesting. But I've seen the clips like Jade Cargill, like I don't know what happened in that match. I don't know what happened.
yeah,
I don't know I don't know what was going on with Jade, but I feel like she needs to get more training in because that was some botch fest. And I know Charlotte was not high about that because that's a veteran.
yeah. That was messed up.
And the problem is that that match is like a great match on paper. Cargill for Charlotte, that's like a PLE level match. But the way that that match felt, I'm glad it was on SmackDown because that was a botch fest. That ending with Sister
Yeah,
Abigail, like I saw the clip and I was just upset that Jade literally missed her cue on that. That could have been a great moment, but then Jade had to ruin it.
yeah. That could
And the
have
thing too,
been great.
I feel like she's getting kind of a better treatment than in AEW. 'Cause I feel like with AEW, she was just like there.
Yeah,
She wasn't really doing much. She was just TBS champion for that long. She was under That was pretty much it. It wasn't like any like storylines at all that like benefited her. And in WWE, there's like better stuff. And then when Bianca Belair comes back from her injury, which is gonna be quite a while, but when she does come back, you got that dream match between Jade and Bianca. And she's been improving. Don't get me wrong. Jade Cargill is improving a lot. So I'm not like gonna fully bash her because I feel like give her time to train better and she's gonna get good in the ring. That's always a problem with the fan with some of the fans. Like they see something bad happens and then they just like criticize heavily on like that character. Like people probably if Jade Cargill botches, they're gonna heavily criticize her. And it's like,
yeah,
bro, chill out. Give her time. Like literally. And not every match can be perfect. There's gonna be some times there's gonna be botches.
yeah. There's definitely boxers. So
Like not every match will be perfect, man. Like I've seen matches where sometimes there was botches. Like I remember Seth and Braun at Backlash. It was a little bit of a botch there, but it happens. You know, accidents happen in wrestling. Sometimes not everything can be fluid. And like I don't know how I feel about this about Jade being with BFAB and Michin. It kind of resembles I believe it was Kiera Hogan and Red Velvet. That's with Jade in AEW. It kind of resembles that team because they were a trio in AEW for like a cup of coffee.
yeah,
It's like
they
they put
were. Yeah,
it's like they put the most random they put the random two women in the game and then they just put her with Jade. Like I have no offense against Michin and BFAB, but like I honestly feel like they could have picked a better two, I would say. Like Bianca and Jade,
yeah.
that was a perfect tag team. That was a perfect tag team.
That's a
Like
motherfucking tag team for real. Like,
besides that,
I
really, bro, I cannot stand Baron Corbin with that US title, man. He does not fit well with that belt.
no, I
Why the
agree with
heck
that.
why that bro, Baron Corbin with the fur coat, like that just doesn't that's like a cursed image.
Yeah, that shit is terrible.
Bro, Trick Williams would looked way better with that US title. Way better. Like he had like if you see him wearing the fur coat around with the belt around his waist, like that was aura. That was
Yeah,
aura. Baron Corbin with that title is like bro, bring back the black strap, really. I don't I don't get it. At least Corbin retained and now we're getting Mello against Corbin. But also fun fact, that SmackDown only had three matches. In that whole
oh,
2 hours, it was just three matches.
dang. I would have never expected that.
I didn't expect that either, but WrestleMania made a video of talking about that, and he pointed out there was just three matches on that SmackDown in a whole 2 hour format. Like I get it, they're coming out of SummerSlam, and they're like there are some promos like Punk and Kevin. I'll get to that later on, but we got like Cody and Randy. There was some backstage segment like Mello with Corbin. There was that backstage segment, but like you could have given us some more action. But damn, like we'll get to the downfall of WWE and like when it started in a little bit. But I want to talk about Cody and Punk. I mean not Cody Punk, Kevin and Punk. I want to talk about that segment real quick,
Yeah.
bro. I am not been excited to watch a SmackDown in my life until now. Kevin and Punk, they're gonna cook. Like
They're
that prom
definitely going to.
that promo on SmackDown, dang. And like you can criticize SmackDown all you want, but there's a shame that SmackDown has had really good promos. They had like great promo segments. I remember last year there was the one with Naomi and Bianca after the chamber, where like Naomi was like emotional and crying at Bianca. Like that whole segment was just amazing.
Yeah.
So like that promo between Punk and Kevin, raised like when there was security in there and Nick Aldis was there, I was like, oh shit, it's going down. And the fact that like we're getting it on free TV is that's really good. Like, cause I feel like the thing too I like about wrestling is that you never know like what big match could be on TV and like what match could be on PLEs.
Yeah.
It just resembles back to like the Ruthless Aggression era. Because remember the Ruthless Aggression era, there was a lot. You were getting a lot of PLE level matches on free TV, and I like that we're getting that in modern day, despite all the flaws. We're still getting Punk and Cody. I keep saying Punk and Cody, Punk and Kevin on free TV for the title. I don't know why I keep saying Cody, but the thing with Cody that he's doing with Randy Orton,
Yeah.
I like to see that. I'm excited to see that. That was another good segment on SmackDown. And I'm glad to see Cody's out of the picture for a while. I hope he's out of the picture for a while. I hope it's just not this rivalry and then it's just back to top picture. I feel like Cody, he needs to be as far from the picture as possible. Because
I agree with that. Like, damn.
he's already been a multi-time champion. He's been like what, a three-time champion? He does not need to be a five-time world champion. He's already good now. Like him not change for the title, it's better for him, and it'll just stop the stale push for him. Like, and
Yeah.
I know Punk is gonna want to push for new talent. So I know Punk's gonna have a really good reign with that title. What in the world are we doing with Blake Monroe?
I have no
That's
idea what
another
they're
what the
doing.
heck are they doing? They had her do backstage segments and then have her doing the attack segments and then like she just still does not have a match. Like what? Bro, AEW treated Blake better when he was a Mariah May. I mean, like, but like, I guess just like give her time. But like, bro, we've had enough time. She's ready to make her in ring debut. Like, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. And speaking of, what the heck are they doing with Johnny Gargano? That's another one. Like, there's so much talent on SmackDown, they just don't know what to do with. Like, Gargano really needs to get off of that thing, man. Like, and I do know that they're probably doing with Sami Zayn and Gargano, which I don't mind that really because I feel like Sami Zayn has probably been one of the best support for Gargano and Candice, so that could be an interesting trio. But dang, that Gargano thing where he was laying down in the crate, just depressed, like that's got to end.
Yeah, that has stopped.
Like
Yeah.
when he returned to NXT, I thought it was like good because like that means that he's not gonna be depressed no more. But a few weeks later after Mania, he's depressed again.
Yeah.
I get it though that like Champa is in AEW, so now he has nobody to like tag with, but like you have a lot of good other choices to do. Like you could have done with Sami Zayn, but still. The last one before we get to the main topic,
All right.
bro. Chelsea Green just what is wrong with the women's title on SmackDown?
I have no
Rhea, Rhea,
idea. Like,
Rhea Ripley's injured and she had surgery. Chelsea Green has a broken orbital bone and she took the pin. Like, what? Is this how you treat one of the most over talents on your roster? It's like she's getting the Cesaro treatment. And like, the Rusev treatment when they get over by the fans but not by management,
Yeah,
they end up getting their push deteriorated by terrible booking.
yeah. I fucking don't even know what the hell
Are they
anymore,
really
bro.
trying to? Are they really trying to protect Tiffany Stratton? Like they could have like. I don't mind Tiffany taking. I wouldn't mind Tiffany taking the pin because Chelsea Green just won the title, and I
Yeah,
know
I
that.
wouldn't mind it either.
And like Fail Influence did retain the tag titles in that match. The fact that we had a women's tag title match with the challengers being the two singles champions and then the a women's tag champ, that was nice. I like that. It was very interesting. All
Yeah,
three champions in one match. I'm all in for that kind of match. But like the fact that Chelsea took the pin was just no for me. And then on top of that you want to have Nia Jax, Mr. Mrs. Number One Contender over here, go after the women's title again to freaking bore me again. Like I'm not a
yeah,
big Nia Jax fan, and I do not, and I draw her away from that title as soon as possible. Like I
bro,
don't
I
mind her.
would not.
I don't mind her in last of the women's tag titles, but I don't want her going for the women's world title again. She is just not that good enough to be a main event level world champion. No,
Yeah,
just
I don't. I don't even. I don't even know what the hell they're doing.
yeah. Like there's so much other talent that should have gotten their chance to shine. But the way that the booking team, especially TKO's booking people see it, they don't see it that way.
Yeah,
And it's disgusting. And that's why WWE is not the same as it used to back in 2024. Because so now we're going on to like the downfall of WWE. I want
yeah,
to say, like after Mania 40, people could say all they want about how after Mania 40 the company kind of went downhill. But I'll be honest, I feel like we were about to reach to a new actual like renaissance era for WWE. Because after WrestleMania 40 and Cody win the title, it was like the start of this new era. And from Mania after the Mania 40 to Mania 40 to like Mania 41, from like 2020 April 2024 to like April 2025, that was some of the best TV I've booking I've ever seen, I would say. Because the fact that like we're getting international favors, like we got Backlash in Lyon, France, which was a great show. You had Bash in Berlin, which was another great show. Um, you had the Y6 make their debut. Like there was so much good shit that went down. And then that in that same time period, you had a great one of the best SmackDown segments of all time, which was Punk and Roman in one room with Paul Heyman in the middle, trying to coincide with those two. I watched that segment so many times on YouTube because of how great it is. It's like two people that don't like each other are forced to team up, and the one in the middle is like the best friend of both of them and trying to make them coincide with each other. And that match at War Games, I don't even know what to say about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Same as me. I don't even know what to say.
Like when Roman blocked Punk from entering the match, that clip went stupid viral. Like Punk just trying to get out the cage and Roman just blocks him and then sends Sammy out there. That
Yeah,
that went that went viral.
yeah. He was like, "No, you're not going out there, Sammy. Get your ass in that damn ring."
It was like a reference to the 2022 War Games when Jimmy was trying to get in the match, but then Roman stopped him and sent Sammy out to help with Jay. And that was around the
Yeah,
time where Sami Zayn and Jay didn't like Sammy, but they didn't respect him either. So they had to work together. It's
yeah.
like
It was
it's
like,
like
it was
it's like
like,
Roman. It's like Roman is like one of the best storytellers in history. It's
mm,
like anytime Roman is on screen, he's like and like does a big match with like a big
mm,
story. He knows how to make the
yeah,
story better, and that's what I like about Roman is that he knows how to tell stories with every single move, and then like in that single move, it could be a viral moment, and that And besides that, we had a couple of great PLEs too. We had the same in that same period. We also had um we had Punk and Drew in the rivalry of the summer, culminating that amazing Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
They didn't even exit the cell either. They had their whole match in the cell, and it was just brutal. And I was all in for that because the match did not need to it did not need to exit the cage. It was just too brutal that you don't even need to go on top of the cell. And we also and then in this same time period, we also have banger TV level matches. One of my favorites that I watched was Ricochet versus Ilya Dragunov. That match was
That
crazy
match.
good.
Yeah.
Like I watched that match live, and every single like big move, I thought that was it. When Ricochet hit Ilya with the recoil, I thought that was the end of the match. I thought that was the end when Ricochet caught him off guard, but no, Ilya won that match, and it was bittersweet.
Yeah, it was bittersweet because I was like, damn, I wanted Ilya to win that shit, but
I was thinking like we didn't get Ilya versus Gunther in the semis. That is a big travesty.
bruh, I would love to see that Ilya and him.
I know that's gonna happen soon. Ilya and Gunther is gonna have on the main roster soon. They had it in NXT
Yeah.
and NXT UK. I seen that Dave
Alright.
Meltzer gave both those matches with Gunther and Ilya 5 stars. The NXT UK match and the Takeover 36 match. I saw that Dave gave those matches 5 stars. Which can we even blame him? Those two are
Right.
like they're they're two brawlers that can literally beat the crap out of each other, and it will be here all in. But speaking of Gunther, that same Raw had Gunther versus Sheamus in the main event. Man, Gunther and Sheamus are Banga Bros, man. I know people say that Drew and Sheamus are the Banga Bros. No, Gunther and Sheamus are also Banga Bros.
For real, yeah. They are,
Like,
man, bro.
I was so mad because I was trying to watch that match, but then like I fell asleep before the match even started.
Damn.
I was so mad because I seen that match hit and I was like, dang man, I should have not have why did I have to be that tired, man? I was trying to enjoy myself in episode of Raw, which I did. But why did I gotta fall asleep for a banger, man? I was angry,
Ugh.
man. But like Gunther and Sheamus, like it sucks that Sheamus is not with the company anymore, man. It sucks, but it's just the way TKO is. If the New Day is gone, then you know Sheamus is gone. Watch some other veterans from WWE want to leave.
Yeah, like, yeah.
I did like the. I remember I watched the Raw on Netflix debut. That Raw on Netflix was a really good show, and that was also the start of another Raw of a Netflix era. That had potential as well too. Like I would watch every Raw on Netflix for a while, and I love to watch the action there. And and then we had the Rumble, which was I did anybody expect Jay Uso to win the Rumble?
No, I didn't, it's,
I could have told you there was a lot of other names I had on the top of my list than Jay Uso.
yeah,
And
I
honest,
didn't
and
expect.
you can hate on Jay Uso all you want, but I loved 2024, 2025 main event Jay Uso. He lived up to that name and he really did his best. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know, there's just like him winning the IC title was amazing. And then like him winning the world title in a different way than just a pinfall, just added to it, man. And like I know people think that like he was a botcher. But the thing is that with Gunther is that he saw it and he took advantage of it. I remember when he tried to go for the spear, but then he slipped. And you saw how quick Gunther was to see that and took advantage.
yeah,
That was great. That was a great story you could tell right there. That Jay and people too, like people see that Jay's botching and think that he doesn't deserve to be main event level. So then Gunther, like when he abused Jimmy on Raw, Jay was pissed. And in Jay's mind, he knew that a pinfall is not going to work for him. He had to embarrass Gunther, and he did with a submission. It was so different than the normal win, and I like that. I know people were upset that Gunther tapped out, but you got to understand it. You got to think of the context of it. Gunther did not accept to be in that situation. He did not. And you know that Jay was refusing to let go of that hold. He was refusing to let go of that hold. So that's why Gunther had to tap out that quick because he did not want to get choked out of life.
Yeah, he was not wanting to let go. He was like, nah.
Like that whole thing with Jay from like when he won the SC title to when he won the world title, that was some great booking from Jey Uso. I don't care what anybody says. I like main event Jey Uso there. Nowadays, I do know that he's kind of stale. So I mean, like, don't really care that much about him now. I'm still a fan of him. I just feel like I just don't think that he's good off right now where he is with the bloodline. So yeah. But speaking of, one of my favorite time periods was when Raw and SmackDown they went to Europe for like the European tours. Like they went to Brussels, they went to Glasgow, they went to London, they went SmackDown went to Spain too, and they went to Italy. I remember that. Like they were really building up WrestleMania crazy good. Like you remember those international shows that they did? Like
Yeah, I
that
remember.
was some that was a really good business deal. That was a good business decision because like it gave international people more chance to like want to see the shows in person. And those international shows were good, especially the crowd. The crowd in those arenas were lit. And don't even get me started on Brussels. Oh man, the Brussels crowd when John Cena came out, they were loud.
Yeah, for real. It was
Like
loud.
like when John turned heel, it like hurt a lot of wrestling fans. And like the crowd at Brussels did not appreciate John being there. Like that crowd hated him. They fucking hated Cena with a burning passion. And you can see it too in John Cena's entrance. You can see that he was just taking it all in and just walking
Like
through
he
it.
was even like he was just taking it.
Like he didn't. He like he didn't regret what he did in Toronto. He did not regret that, and I respect that. You know, John. And then he went out to cut a great heel promo, which Cena said in interviews that like he hated that Brussels promo. No, just no. That promo in Brussels,
Yeah,
amazing. Like that crowd was when they heard that Cena was going to be, they made their mission to let him know how they felt. Like that Brussels was awesome. And then like for SmackDown, they went to the UK and London, and that crowd for Roman Reigns was nice. Like even Paul Heyman got into it too. Like he saw how great it was, and he had to step in there. And Roman just took it all in, and it was beautiful.
yeah. But damn.
Like that's how important a crowd is, man. That's how important crowds are. Like American crowds, they're just so spoiled.
Yeah,
Like the international crowds, they can't compare with American crowds. The American crowds, like what are they doing, man? American crowds suck. Like
yeah,
they're fucking they're fucking boring. Like remember like in Backlash in Lyon, like every single match on that card at Backlash was great for the international crowd. Like every single match on that Backlash was great for them. Like they stood up every single match. Every single match. No like boring chant, like none of that. And it's crazy. Like that's how important the crowd is, man. That's how important it is.
yeah. It is crazy.
But
Like
now
damn.
but then go ahead.
No, I was saying it's crazy
Okay.
how like their crowds are a lot better than we are.
Yeah, but with all that hype, then came WrestleMania 41, and that main event sparked the downfall into where we are now. Oh man, that main event between Cena and Cody. What are we doing? We had a great main event on the previous night between Punk, Seth, and Roman, and then you had a great opener with Io, Rhea, and Bianca. And then to close it out, you just had a stinker.
Yeah,
Like fucking Travis Scott just like milking time for like 4 minutes, like no rock, no nothing. Just Travis Scott there just to stall for time, just so we can get celebrities. Like John Cena deserved a better victory than that. No doubt
that
about it. No doubt about it, he
yeah, he
did.
did a better victory.
And you want to know something bad that I noticed?
Hmm.
Back to back meetings when Cody main evented, it had a celebrity.
Yeah,
Mania 41 last year, there was Travis Scott. Mania this year, it was Pat McAfee. And
well,
both those times, Cody Rhodes was in those matches. And both those times, that celebrity was working against Cody. Last year, it was John Cena and Travis Scott. This year, it was Roman and Pat McAfee. Sure, I know Jelly Roll got involved, but I'm just saying that like how originally it was Cody against Cena and Travis, and then Cody versus Randy and Pat.
yeah,
Watch Mania Saudi. When Cody is going to be in the main event again, watch. They're going to try so hard to put a celebrity in that. You just wait, wait for that because that's going to happen. The way TKO is and that Mark Shapiro scumbag, the way that he sees business, he is definitely going to try to put a celebrity with Cody,
well, I already know that's coming.
bro. And then after that, like the product was not the same. Like there was some good PLEs, but like in terms of shows, like Raw and SmackDown were not that watchable. I could tell you right now, I barely watched Raw or SmackDown after Mania 41. I barely watched. I can't even recall like a Raw or SmackDown that I watched between that time period. I believe the only time I watched a Raw or SmackDown was when Raw went to Stranger Things in 2026. The first Raw 2026, that was the first Raw I ever watched. Like since
Yeah,
after Mania 41. I can't even think of a Raw or SmackDown that I watched after Mania 41 between that and the Stranger Things Raw. I can't think of one I watched. The only thing I watched was the PLEs. Those are the only ones I watched. Well, not all PLEs. I didn't have Peacock, but I watched like some of the PLEs. Like I watched the free ones I could watch on YouTube.
yeah,
Mostly it was mostly the AAA ones that I watched. So I remember I
yeah,
remember I watched Worlds Collide before Money in the
yeah.
Bank. I did watch that.
Yeah. Man, I've watched the Monday Night Raw like, ever since it was on Netflix. I always stay tuned to what happens.
Like I remember watching that Raw and then just not watching a Raw or SmackDown after that. Like the only the only shows I watch is NXT now, which is definitely great. It's definitely a great show to watch. Now I'm gonna get to NXT in a little bit, but I also want to continue finishing off here. So the question is, when did the fallout for the product happen? Like when did it start? My opinion, it has to be after Mania 41. After how
Yeah.
that main event ended, after how that main event ended, I felt like the product was not going to be the same, and I was right because there was poor booking, there was terrible decisions. Like TKO was really ruining the product themselves, but they don't care. They only care about if it profits them, and that's it.
Yeah, that's when everything went to crap. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and it could have been more TKO than TKO Mania Night 1. That Mania was terrible. And I didn't even watch it. Thank God I didn't watch it. Because I'm not paying no $30 for no ESPN. Fuck that.
Bro,
I'm rather just watch the clips on YouTube. Or like if someone like gives me a subscription for ESPN, that makes me not spend money. If I don't spend the money and then give me ESPN and like if my friends, like my parents give me ESPN, I'm fine with that. I
uh,
just watch Phillies there. But I'm not paying no $30. Fuck that.
yeah, but I think there's a bundle that you can get. I think that's cheaper. I think.
Even so, like it's just stupid for me.
Yeah,
It's just
I think you can get it cheaper with Hulu and stuff like that. I think I'm pretty sure.
that's not to say
Uh,
that the product was not like dog water bad because it was way the product in 2020 product nowadays is still way better than 2018, 2019. But there's still some good to be added to. Like I remember Brock Lesnar coming back. That was also a shock. Seth Rollins was a great catch in a SummerSlam. Archer coming back. Like there were some good moments that we even had. We had a great Evolution show, which is probably in my opinion the best show of 2025. And the things that they had a horrible build up to Evolution, and then when the show delivered, it it really made you forget about the build up.
yeah.
But then when they had their WrestlePalooza show, like first of all, why the hell is the period called WrestlePalooza? What kind of name is WrestlePalooza? What?
Yeah.
I'd rather have it called WrestleMania than WrestlePalooza. And then top it off, that show was just, as far as what I've heard, that show was like mid. Like, why the hell did Brock have to squash Cena in like 8 minutes? Why were there like short? They're like forgettable matches. Like the mixed tag matches, what I heard was mixed. The main event between Cody and Drew was forgettable.
Yeah.
That whole show in particular was forgettable. That was the first ESPN pay per view. That just shows how that's gonna go. But I mean, we did have a great women's match with Stephanie Victoria, Julia. I mean, not Julia, Io Sky. Stephanie Victoria and Io Sky had a great match at that WrestlePalooza show. Like I seen that match, I seen YouTube shorts of that match, and I really did enjoy that match myself. But even then, that match cannot save how mid the WrestlePalooza was. I want to get into before we end it off here. I'm going to get into NXT real quick because I know because NXT was definitely like there wasn't there was some mishaps. There was some mishaps, but it wasn't like too much of a mishap. Like there was some. It was
Yeah.
really good, and the partnership that they're doing with TNA, despite like some like production issues, booking issues, from like a business standpoint, it's nice. Now they're not really like mentioning it now, but like in my eyes, I feel like if the story is not there, just don't mention it. Just don't mention it at all. Now that's not to say like don't mention it at all. Like you can still mention it a couple times, but like if like for the tournament they did the knockouts TV title tournament, that was a perfect time to put some NXT talent. You had Thea Hale in there, you had Wendy Chu in there from NXT. That was a smart way to include NXT talent in there, and that's good too because like you never know who could show up from TNA to NXT and vice versa. Like, and if it wasn't for that partnership, the Hardy Boys would not have returned to WWE.
Yeah. Like,
And we had Matt Cardona show up too before he returned, like as a WWE superstar. We had Matt Cardona come back. We even had a showdown event too, which just shows that the partnership is strong. And it makes me believe that they're seeing the how good the partnership is and how it's benefiting them. That they're probably gonna when that deal expires, they're gonna want to renew it. and I won't be surprised if they renew it because that's a really good idea. Like, and I know, and so far they're not like they're on their separate like path right now, but like I said, they're doing like their own storylines right now, and they're trying to get those wrapped up before they can think about like, okay, do we do NXT talent here? Do we want to do TNA talent? Like, they're still thinking about the NXT talent as well for TNA and vice versa with NXT. They're still thinking of that. So yeah, Shawn Michaels really doesn't get his flowers that much, but he really deserves his flowers because he's a great booker.
He definitely deserves it.
But before, also, oh, I forgot before we ended off, Shinsuke Nakamura is back for like the 97th time, and he's gonna have and he has his faction apparently. Apparently, what
Yeah,
I've heard is that he's gonna be in a faction with some other people against Tala and Tamatonga.
yeah.
That's kind
I
of interesting. I wonder how that's gonna play. I wonder like who's gonna join up with Shinsuke.
yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
I don't know if it's gonna be Naraku, but it could be. But he just debuted. And he just
Yeah,
had a struggle in NXT, so I think he needs more time to
yeah.
develop
I have
himself.
two predictions in my head. It could be either Zilla Fatu
I'll be
or Hikaleo.
Hikaleu.
Yeah.
Isn't isn't
Tama Tonga and Tongaloa and
isn't
Tama
Tangaloa
Tonga's
isn't
brother.
Tangaloa wasn't wait wait wasn't Tangaloa released from the company? It's just
No,
Tabatonga and Tonga with Haku.
uh, no, he wasn't released.
Tong,
Not,
Tongaloa
not,
wasn't him and JC Mateo released along with those other people?
no, they're still there.
Are you sure? Because I could have sworn I heard that Tongaloa was released.
I'm pretty sure they're still there.
I don't think so because we haven't seen Tongaloa, and I believe that's because he was released with JC Mateo. It's just Tama and Talatonga with Haku, which I like the Haku's back. I forgot
Mm.
to mention that he did return, but I do believe that
That's
Tongaloa is
weird. I
released.
don't remember him getting released.
I'm pretty sure he did because JC Mateo also got released and he wasn't there on TV anymore.
Damn, I swear I don't remember him getting released.
I mean, Wazilla is that's kind of a wild card though. But I mean, Zilla did wrap up his indie work. He just lost the Glory Championship to Amazing Red at that HOG wrestling show. So
Yeah,
Zilla Fatu is
but
on his way.
yeah, like
But
that's not like wait, I didn't
but
know he was released. So I'm gonna have
I
to ask after that.
just it's gonna be a kind of an unpredictable thing. I'm excited to see how who allows for Shinsuke. Hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully he lives up to the hype. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the Zilla Fatu will probably on the Raw brand to be with Jacob and the Usos. It's highly likely that. But I mean, him being on SmackDown with Tyler and Tama, that could be interesting because like I feel like SmackDown really needs more star power. I feel like Zilla Fatu can definitely bring that. But if he goes to NXT, I wouldn't really mind that. 'Cause I feel like NXT is really a good brand to like really get your rep in, like how Ricky Saints, how Ethan Page, and now how Naraku has gone his. So I can definitely see that.
Yeah, I can see that for real.
But other than that, I have nothing pretty much else to say here for today.
Yep.
So this was like I said, it was the final episode for Monday at least. There's going to be another episode this Saturday, which is the first Saturday of the podcast. That is if you're able to make it on time, Mike,
Oh
because
yeah, no, no.
it's
I'll,
gonna be the
I'll
same.
do
It's gonna be the
it.
same time, around 12 to like 1 o'clock ish. Probably a little later than that, but it's definitely gonna be
Yeah,
around it's gonna be around the afternoon time.
I guess so. Yeah, I should still be able to make it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because after today, it's gonna be a different time for me, man. Because I'm gonna
Because
be doing a I'm gonna be doing a lot
yeah,
of school. Be
that
I'll be doing
school.
some I'm doing amateur wrestling now in high school, so that school's gonna do
Oh
that.
yeah,
Um,
nice,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, that's I've been doing that since I started high school. So now that like now that I'm like done opening packs now in my faction, besides like the free packs I can get from live events, I can just grind
Yeah,
the island. I can take my time with the grind and just grind the island for VC. So then I can purchase the cards I want. Like I can purchase the Persona cards that are from packs and the cards I need for the collections I want. I can purchase those cards for like cheaper prices. So because
not
now we don't have like 7 days to put on events, but we have like we have like 3 weeks, three plus
yeah.
weeks. So that's for better for me because I could take my time with the grinding and grind like maybe like 20
Okay.
to 30K per day, and then I'll have enough VC to go to the card market.
Yeah, like damn, nice, bro. Hopefully, you do good and
It's been
you're
going it's been going well for me. So it's definitely going good. I'm about to finish up with school. I'm in my 11th grade right now. I'm going next year. I'm going to be in my final year of school, and by that time, I'm going to be like going. And by that time, I go to 12th grade next year in 2027. I'm going to be doing like a lot of gaming content. Like I got a lot of gaming plans I want to do. I'm getting a gaming setup soon. I got my action figure show RBN. I got its TLC event coming up soon. I just did the go home show yesterday. And man, I need to get a way to, I need to find a way to get those Morrison machine gun figures because I'm trying to get I'm trying to get Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin action figures. I need to get those figures soon so I can do what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not going to spoil it, but I'm trying to plan
yeah.
out. But I need those Morrison machine gun figures soon, and I'm trying to get Cora J too. Those are three
Uh,
action figures. Those three figures I'm trying to get soon. So hopefully I can. But other than that, it's gonna wrap it up for this episode, man. It's nice
all
to have
right,
nice to have this episode done and see you Saturday.
all right. See you, bro.